Alright guys, Hobby Masters Network back with part 2 of building my rebuilding my two-wheel drive for Stampede. And like I said in the first video, this is not the exact process if you're building it stock. Now if you haven't had the same parts I do, you can follow this video precisely, but if you don't have stock, you'll have to make a couple changes to your process to rebuild it. But it's really not that hard. All you gotta do is follow the exploded views and you should be able to get it. Alright, so let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to do is get the new bulkhead that I got. Ordered it off of Tower Hobbies. I'm going to be leaving the link to that in the description. You can also find a link to it in the description of my unboxing video. So, I'm going to go ahead and change bits here. You know what, let me just go ahead and use this. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is place the camber links on the shock tower using shoulder screws. So I'm going to go ahead and slip a shoulder screw in, use the screwdriver and tighten it down to this hole on each side. So one there. Alright, I'm good and get these screws tightened down and I'll be right back. Alright guys, got the camber links on. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I went ahead and put a washer between the shoulder screw and the shock tower. So next thing I'm going to do is take the A-arms and put the A-arms on the bulkheads. All I gotta do is slide the A-arm into place, and then using the right ones, STRC hinge pins, go ahead and slide them into place, and then take the 2.5mm hex and screw on the nut just a little bit, and then take the 4-way wrench front by axis, wherever it's at, take the 4-way wrench and one of the smaller sides on the long end, go ahead and hold it and then just tighten down the nut. And you can put a tie bar between there because there is enough space for it, but I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the other A-arm. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the other A-arm. And I'm not gonna cut the whole video, so if you want to go ahead and skip this part, you can. But I can't cheat the whole thing. Same as before. Hold it down and tighten down the nut. Alright, next thing I'm going to be doing is taking the steering knuckles and placing ball bearings in each one. One on the front, one in the back for each one. And then I'm going to take the axle, slide it in, followed by a Teflon washer on top, followed by the pin, if I can find one, sorry. followed by an axle pin. Slide the pin in. Then I'm going to take the hex hub, slide it on, and these are STRC hex hubs. Like I said, not the exact same process. If you had the Traxxas ones, all you would need to do is snap it on there. But since I have the SRT ones, I have to slide it on and tighten down the grub screw. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that I got those done, it's time to go ahead and get the caster blocks. And it doesn't matter which steering block you use, but for the right side, you want it, when you put it on, you want the steering block's screw hole facing towards the back of the vehicle. Like if you put it on like this is the right one, so it'll go right here, and you want it to look like this. So go ahead and slide it in, line up the holes, and then take the pin, the hinge pin, and slide it in, like there we go. Then 2 millimeters, and tighten it down. Same thing for the other side. Alright, now that I got that, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the bottom part of the A-arm, and then take the smaller STRC hinge pin, and I'm sliding it in through the back. You don't have to. It's just the way I do it. Just gonna slide it in. I messed something up. I was supposed to put the camera links in the back. I'll go and switch that out in a second, but gotta tighten down the nut. Hold it down using the 4-way wrench, and using 2 millimeters, nope, 1.5, using 1.5 millimeters, tighten down the nut. Oh no, wait, it was 2 milliliters. Alright, let me go ahead and do the other side and fix that problem, and I'll be right back. Alright, got my problem fixed, got the other side done. Next thing I'm going to do is use a shoulder screw with a nut and attach the camera links to the caster blocks. And no, I am not using a washer for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill it into the caster block just until it pokes out. Then I'm gonna put the nut over it, and then the 4-way wrench, and hold it down, and then drill it the rest of the way. Let me go ahead and do the other side, and I'll be right back. Alright, got that done. Next thing I'm going to do is attach the shocks. I'm going to be using, where's it at? I'm going to be using these screws for the bottom, and the screws Traxxas included for the big bore shocks in the top. So I'm going to go ahead and put the top one in with a 2.5 millimeter. Tighten it down. And I'm going to place my shocks into the closest hole to the vehicle, so that one right there. And I'm going to slide in the screw. Actually, I gotta tighten it down a little bit. I'm gonna put in the screw. Again, same process for the other side. Alright, now that I got that done, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the turning assembly. First thing I'm gonna do is take the servo saver and the turnbuckles and attach the turnbuckles to the bottom of it, and slide the screw into the hollow ball. Slide it into the hole. Put on the nut. And gonna go ahead and tighten that down. Same for the other side. Screw through the hollow wall, through the hole, nut on top, then tighten it down. And then go back to the front assembly, take screw I got and drill it into the steering block. This is a very tedious process if you don't have a power tool. Do the same for the other steering block. Then I'm going to take the steering assembly I just made, have the rounded part facing towards the back of the vehicle, and the screw heads facing towards the top of the vehicle and the nuts facing towards the bottom. Put it on. Gonna go ahead and place one nut on just to hold it. Then I'm gonna bring it over to the other steering block. Place the other nut. Hold the screw in place. Tighten down the nut. Alright, now that I got that done, I'm gonna take the body mounts, Proline body mounts, push in the screw, 2.5 millimeters, drill it into the, screw it into the back of the shock tower. Then I'm going to take the front skid plate take the front skid plate and using some flat-headed screws put it into the bulkhead. .5 millimeters to tighten it. Now for the last thing I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be putting on the bumper using the same flat-headed screws as the skid plate. Going to go ahead and put it on the 2.5 millimeter driver, and I am threading in the new plastic, so it makes it kind of difficult. I'm also going to have to switch the arrangement on the servo saver because I did it wrong. The turnbuckles are supposed to go beneath it and the nuts are supposed to go on top, but I'm going to do that off camera. I'm just going to let you know what I did. Alright, like I said, that's it for this video. Keep an eye out for part 3. It'll be out soon. See you next time.